EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Nashville. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll manage to get to the 33. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
That's a gain of 5.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Damn, I didn't know you had him. Wasn't he with Green Bay?
On the opening drive, getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
At the 48-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. No chance at all. He'll go down. Tyler Lacey in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
He'll drop to throw. The open receiver is Dotson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's complete. Tight end got it. Give them 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. Not much there, maybe a yard. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. It is 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Zach Barnes, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Titans first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Opening carry of the game for Tajay Spears. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's out of bounds. Markham's down right at the 10-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 42 yards.
First down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal.
Ready? 19.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Ready.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
Come on. Set.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's hauled in at the 2.
I had freaking outside coverage, too. God darn, dude. It doesn't work.
2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here is Shipley on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a good run there. It'll give him 5 yards.
Eagles ball carrier, Amani Hooker up for the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 5. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Here's a handoff to Bigsby. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Third and inches. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And it looks like he's going to have enough indeed. The referee does signal. It is a first down.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down. You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They'll look to throw. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Now he takes off. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
It is 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun.
That's 2 in a row he's overthrown. That's a touchdown. Oh, wow. Wide open.
4th down. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
I guess these guys don't drop any balls, do they?
30-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
We are through 1. 14-10 is our score. And we're back in Music City after this. Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up second and 2 at the Eagles' 22-yard line.
Ready? Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Okay, break.
You don't need much. It is third and inches.
Come on, set.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's fourth down.
2 yards.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
40-yard attempt.
Sly's kick is good. And the Titans will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
Eagles 10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
To return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
At the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now, faking the give. Flushed to his left. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. Need to pick it up on third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Third and a yard. And in motion is Brown. He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A yard. And an Eagles first down. A gain of a yard. And an Eagle first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10.
Let's go. 60 license. 79.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be third down.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll set up fourth down. Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback.
Ready.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Start on the ground with Jacobs. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. He'll look to throw. Short one there to Okonkwo. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's third down and a few inches.
Buffalo 18. Here we go.
Running is Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't get it by a whole lot, but that's a really nice job up front, giving him just enough of a crease that he can push his way forward and pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10.
Here we go, set. Nice.
A give to Pollard running right. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down for Tennessee.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's first and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
It's now 3rd down.
This is the job of any linebacker, Mike, having the ability to go downhill fast, hit an open gap, and make a play in the backfield. But I think we could actually consider this going above and beyond because he was able to make that stop so far behind the line of scrimmage.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here to talk things over before 3rd down. He'll let one go down the middle. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
And this one's going to be down inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Roger McCreary up from his corner spot makes the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got the 2021 Heisman rookie. That's Devontae Smith.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We're back to Nashville in a moment. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a designed run. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Headed left, buying time.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. This one is caught by Dotson. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. It is a big play for the Eagles. It's a gain of 43 yards.
A gain of 43 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
Here we go.
A handoff, running left, it's Bigsby. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Titans' 13-yard line.
Second and 10. He's got it at the 3. And he will score. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. It's his second touchdown of the year.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On the return, it's Tim Dike. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 44-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Here we go, set.
Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Titans. First down.
Looking to throw here on second and 10. Now he'll air one out. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Gibson now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Gibson on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield is Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
At the 41-yard line.
On the ground, here's Bigsby. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 8. He'll drop the throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. That one, 2.
What did you do to the passing? My God, it's just horrible now.
And it's going to lead to fourth down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
I don't understand what happened to passing. All of a sudden, I'm not even holding it, and it's red.
Here comes the Eagles punt team as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
At their own 11-yard line.
Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
So I'm not really sure if that would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the first down either way. But at least if that ball's completed, third down's just a little bit more manageable. Because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in third and pass.
Third and a long way to go. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Here's Gibson to return. And he's going to take it all the way. Electric moment on the return for touchdown. Well, Greg, he kicked it out of his own end zone. Unfortunately, the ball returned back to the end zone. This time in the hands of the return man. A punt return score for 6.
Mike, punting out of your end zone, there's really two big factors. Oftentimes, the punter is in a hurry. He's one step kick, get this thing out of there. But also the coverage unit. They're so worried about protecting the kick. They're late to get into coverage. I think that's what we saw here. Returner has a bunch of space to operate. He's able to take it all the way back for the touchdown.
Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready, ready. Here we go, Shaq. Let's go.
They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's into space past the 25. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. That one caught by Ileman. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They face second down and 7.
Come on.
It is brought in the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Tennessee.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Gibson now on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals, go.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
DK to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready. Sit.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jalen Carter getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward and will give him 4 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple yards short of the marker. And It'll bring up third down.
Gain of 4. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this one complete to Brown. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Philadelphia.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go, set. Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Bigsby. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Second and 11. Moving left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
To the air now on first and 10. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On the jump.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. They'll look to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Now they'll set up to throw. The open receiver is Dotson. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
Brings up second and goal.
Ready?
The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Saquon trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And once again, nothing there. Stopped short with no gain. Now, fourth and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays. You hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a fourth and goal try.
Ready up.
No movement from the kicking team to break this tie. They're going to go for it on fourth and goal. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is caught on fourth and goal. They've got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will go up by 7.
The score, Eagles 31, Titans 24.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside.
My freaking corners ran together on that play. Why? This dude's a freaking thorn in my side every time I play.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's a Conquo. They get 16 on that connection. That's good for a tight.
Come on, Coop. Knock that down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself.
That's not the defense I picked, that's for sure.
The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything...
That is not the defense I picked.
...in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That complete to Jacobs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down, they need 3. Now Jacobs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Mustang 19. Ready. Check go.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Come on. Lightning 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll try it now with Spears. He's going to pick up a Titans 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. And this is not going to work out as planned.
That rookie's playing big.
Play like that, it is blown up behind the line.
Come on, Rook.
At the Eagles' 11-yard line.
Now, 2nd and goal. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Got it. Ready? Stay tough, boys. Stay tough. Set up.
This one is...
Why did that corner run to the middle like that? That's nuts. I don't understand why he did that.
A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now
That's crazy, dude.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance?
That's just crazy.
We're away from tying this thing up, but we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here is Shipley on the return. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Match into the hands of Xavier Gibson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
Here's 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A run with Barkley. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and he's got ground. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for an Eagles 1st down. And now the timeout will be called, so they are in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to win the game. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
A 28-yard attempt.
This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Therese.